Hey y'all, Mr. Weldon TIG and Tricks. Come back at you here again. Reminding you to say hello to the Starfish Floaty. LOL, I'm just kidding. um, Gonna be doing some DC TIG welding on this aluminum. Direct current electrode positive. I hate this Bauer thing. Battery doesn't even want to keep this thing going. And just so you guys can see that I actually am going to do this with DC electrode positive. There's my machine. It's on set on DC electrode positive. I've got the stick hooked to my TIG gasket block. And there you go. I need to turn this current up just a little bit more. A few amps. And this is pretty thick aluminum, but let's see if we can do it. I'm using serrated tungsten like this. said, this ain't going to be the best looking weld, but it's going to hold it together. I'm using straight argon. Sorry about that, y'all. went to these flux coated rods because it's laying down a better weld than what I did with the regular, just the non-fluxed rod. And I'll show you guys that here in a second. I'm going to get another rod. Okay, y'all probably want to see that weld there. So I'm going to show you guys what that weld looks like. Oops. Sorry about that, everybody. So I'm going to show you the bad part first, where I was just using the regular rod, the regular TIG welding rods. And then I'm going to show you the part where I was using these welding rods, stick rods I picked these up at Praxair. These are Matheson welding rods. They say Matheson, but I picked them up from Praxair a while back. And so, that being said, let's take a look here. So that's what I did with just a regular rod right there. And then, it's a little warm, not too bad. Then I went from that to this right in here with the flux coated rods. I'm gonna flip this. So as y'all can see, you can even do some aluminum welding, aluminum TIG welding with DC electrode positive. And I would recommend that you use these rods right here if you ain't got high frequency machine, or you don't want to spend $300-400 on a, I mean, $200 and something on an arc pig to convert your welding machine over to a high frequency. Anyways, y'all, this was Mr. Welding TIG and Tricks coming back at you with another episode of welding the aluminum rim together. This will hold together. I know this will hold together, even if that was a a bad part of a weld, it'll still hold together. I'm not really worried about how well it holds together, but that it does hold together. Because I know this is all melted together pretty good through there. Other than that, I think from now on I'll get a flux, a dippable flux, and heat the rods up, and then dip the rods in the flux, and then do this right here. Either that, or I'll just start buying these rods right here if I want to do DC electrode positive. Hey y'all, anyways, this was Mr. Welding TIG and Tricks coming back at you once again and saying, don't forget to say hello to the starfish, Floaty, once again. Check y'all later. Give me some likes if you want, or like my video. If you find this video is helpful, if you want to learn, if you want to do some aluminum TIG welding with DC electrode positive.